these reviews, Mr Speaker, it's hopeless.
The Honourable Jenny Salesa.
Malo pito e kisea pe malo e lau mali. This week it's Tongan Language Week, and I greet the House in the language of my ancestors. The theme for Tongan Language Week in 2018 is Whakakoloa o Aotearoa Aki e Ofafonua. Enrich Aotearoa with the love of duty and service to our country, our community and our people. E kisea, this indeed is the approach that underpins my life and my service as a Member of Parliament and as a Minister of the Crown. E kisea, we came into government, we inherited a whole lot of issues. You heard from the Honourable Minister of Housing and Urban Development, the Honourable Phil Twyford, about the plans and what we're implementing to address housing issues. We also inherited a lot of issues in terms of health and education. And after 9 years of not building enough houses, not investing enough in hospital infrastructure, not investing enough in the maintenance of our schools, Mr Speaker, there is indeed a lot of work for our government to do. We have a clear plan, though, Mr Speaker, to address these, and we're getting on with the job. We are a government of action, Mr Speaker. We are addressing these issues. And just to go back to the housing issues, Mr Speaker, one of the things that we were confronted with when we came in is the fact that we were short 71,000 residential houses across Aotearoa. We also, as a country, are #1 in the OECD for the rate of homelessness. We see homelessness, Honourable Nick Smith, when we go to every single city, including out in the regions. You only have to walk through the shopping centre and you'll see people who are homeless right there, Honourable Nick Smith. We are a country we are a government that have come in to address those issues. It will take us a few years to build the houses that we need to house all of our people. About 50,000 people we estimate now, Honourable Nick Smith, are homeless, and it will take a few years to build the houses to house all of our vulnerable people. But I'd like to get back to education, Mr Speaker. The previous government left us $1 billion shortfall to meet the demand for school property over the next 4 years. But I'd like to acknowledge the Honourable Minister of Education, the Honourable Chris Hipkins, for the work that he's doing. He's doing a whole lot of work, and he is leading a whole lot of work in the area of education. And Mr Speaker, today is also his birthday. Happy birthday, Mr Hipkins. One of the things that both the Right Honourable Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern and Minister Hipkins did over the last couple of weeks is they went across Aotearoa and announced a whole lot of new school buildings. For instance, $24 million to modernise Wainuamata High School, an additional $13.7 million to rebuild Redcliffe's School in Christchurch, $47 million to modernise Otamoetai College in Tauranga. There's a whole lot more, Mr Speaker, that you heard the Honourable Minister earlier on speak of the fact that there are about 100 other classrooms across Aotearoa. This government is indeed getting on with the job. E kisea, this government has also, in the budget of 2018, invested new funding, over $200 million, to support a further 1,000 of our Kiwi kids with high or complex needs, an additional 2,900 who are deaf or hard of hearing, and 1,500 low vision students, Mr Speaker. This government has also provided the first universal cost adjustment for centre-based early learning services, including for our kohanga reo, since 2008, and this will benefit over 200,000 of our children and over 4,100 of our providers. Mr Speaker, when we speak about hospital infrastructure, one of the previous speakers spoke about how we should listen to advice that comes through from Treasury. One of the advice that we've been given from Treasury, Mr Speaker, is the fact that it would cost up to $14 billion over the next 10 years just to get our hospital infrastructure and all of the DHPs across Aotearoa up to the level where they should be, Mr Speaker. So it's not actually a matter of is this government actually investing in hospital infrastructure? We are. In the budget of 2018, we put aside $850 million for infrastructure, Mr Speaker. You compare that to the previous government, they put aside $150 million, Mr Speaker. So we are focused on what matters to our people in Aotearoa, and we are doing our best to ensure that we serve all of our people. Thank you so much, Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Dr Nick Smith.
Mr Speaker, this afternoon I want to draw the House's attention